Hi everyone. I know that this is not my usual time to get on here for a live video, but as some of you already know, I was in a live event yesterday, which was originally planned. Unfortunately, I did have a family emergency and I did have to log off rather abruptly. So I do apologize for having to cut it off. Everything is okay, thank goodness. So I decided to go ahead and redo the video for you this afternoon. If you see the red live button up on the left hand side of your screen, that means that I am currently live and I can see your comments. So if you are watching the live, go ahead and please say hello. If the live red button is not on the upper left hand corner of your video, it means that you are watching the replay. You can go ahead and still comment, let me know what you think about today's video, and I will go ahead and respond back to you. So yesterday I began with the Paper Pumpkin July subscription. So I'm basically gonna start off the projects one more time because I did not save nor post what I already had on video last night. So before I open up the Paper Pumpkin box, I did want to go ahead and show you the add-on that is available if you did purchase the July subscription. If you did not order the July subscription, you won't have the stamp sets that would go with these cards. But this is to add on with any of the extras, and this add-on kit brings 24 cards for you to make, and I'm going to show you with the paper. So if you see here, this is currently the Summer Nights add-on, and it gives you the chance to create 20 extra cards with the leftover pieces from July's Paper Pumpkin kit. It does include 24 card bases, so 4 of the extra card bases that you are going to have, you are free to use those however it is that you'd like. This add-on is still available, so if you did purchase the July Paper Pumpkin kit, you can go ahead and add this onto your order. Hi Mom, thank you for watching. So, and if you see, the envelopes do have the little fireflies that coordinate with the stamp set that I'm gonna go ahead and show you. So these are just summer night backgrounds. So you have the night sky, beautiful sunset, and just an array of background sky that you have. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open up the kit once more, and we will go ahead and do the projects. So Paper Pumpkin comes in this beautiful box. You can reuse this box. There are a lot of people who go ahead and decorate it or put a label, and you can ship it off to anybody with some goodies inside. So when we open up the Paper Pumpkin box, and I basically just threw everything in here. Wonderful Mom, so happy that you got the kit yesterday. So now with this video and the instructions in your box, you can go ahead and make your cards. So everything, the kit comes with everything that you need to make the cards in the box. So for example, it brings your glue dots. Hi Valerie, how are you? It brings the thread for the card projects that come with this kit. It comes with the envelopes, these beautiful gold enamel stars. Because I had started this video yesterday, I did already use some, but I'm gonna go ahead and re-demonstrate those cards again today. This is the stamp set that it comes with, and as you can see, yes, my stamp sets are stained because I did start this last night. It does come with a fireworks, the mason jars, the fireflies, some sentiments: you light up my life, you're invited, it's a party. And for the invite, you have where, when, where, RSVP. And then the last sentiment is, oh, the summer nights are all alight with everything magic and bright. So I think I love that saying. I think it's so pretty. Oh, Valerie, I hope you get your kit soon. It's awesome. So these are the bases that come with the project. It does come with 3 of each base. This one I have 2 because I did start one yesterday. So with this kit, you are able to make 9 postcards. So this kit does not have any card bases. It's just this postcard, and on the back is where you go ahead and address it to your family members, your friends, or anybody special that you are sending it to. It also comes with these little bags, and the little bags are already laser cut with a firework in the front. And once you finish decorating this little bag, it is meant for you to open, and you go ahead and you put in one of those battery operated tea lights, and the fireworks will go ahead and light up and gleam up. So I thought this was really, really cute. It also comes with these die cut pieces. So we do have the labels that already come embossed. So you have 3 different styles of labels for your sentiments, and you also get these already pre-printed die cuts that include the fireflies, the different mason jars, and this fabulous Ferris wheel. I had said yesterday how we have our county fair usually during our spring break for our schools, and because of the whole COVID pandemic, it was canceled. So my daughters and I were a bit sad that we weren't able to go to the county fair this year, but better to be safe, right? The kit also comes with these mini dimensionals, but today I'm going to be using some dimensionals that I already had from a previous pack that I had open. So we're going to go ahead and start the projects. And with each kit, it does come with your little instruction booklet. So it gives you here what your projects are going to should look like when they're finished. If you open it up, it gives you all the instructions on how to create these beautiful cards. And on the back, it also gives you some extra ideas on how you can alternate the different uses from these projects. So I love that they give you different ideas on how to use this stamp set. So this is the 4 projects that we're going to do today. We have the bag and then the 3 cards. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the bag. And with the bag, I did notice that, and I thought if I am going to stamp, because this is laser cut, it is going to show on where you have the little crease of the bag. So all I did was I got an extra piece of scrap paper, and what I did was I put it in that first fold, because if you put it on the back, your stamp is still going to go to that fold. So I just inserted my scratch paper, inside the bag to prevent any ink from going through. Now the paper pumpkin does always come with a small Stampin' Spot, and the ink for this one is Blackberry Bliss. I'm not going to use this one just because I do have my big ink pad that I'm going to be using, just because it's handy for me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to take off the firework photopolymer. These are our photopolymer stamp sets, and I'm just going to mount it on my block. Now the stamps do not come in this color. They are actually all clear. But I do want to let you know, whenever you put photopolymer stamps on the dark ink, it does stain the stamps, but once you go ahead and you clean it using your chamois, it does wipe off any ink, so you don't need to worry about transferring darker inks onto any of your light ink pads. So we're gonna go ahead and stamp up our firework. And the way they have it on the example is they have one towards the bottom, and we just press firmly down, and we go. And they have one on top, and they also have one off to the side, and it does not get the whole firework in the thing. It does actually cut off a little bit, and I do like that. So we're gonna go ahead and clean our firework stamps, and I'm going to mount. They do have an additional, just to give it a little bit of more fireworks in there. I'm actually going to mount this one onto a smaller clear block, and this one you can pretty much put anywhere. So I kind of filled in some of the areas that didn't have that firework in it, just to give it some extra pop. Now to finish off this little bag, so see, once I take it out, you see how my stamp sets went through to my scratch paper. So just make sure that you insert something on there so that it doesn't go ahead and bleed through. So now we're gonna take these beautiful star enamel glitter stars. Oh my goodness, I can't even talk. And we're gonna go ahead and place them around our card. Now these are really big, so you really don't necessarily need your take your pick tool. If you just bent it, they actually pop right up. So we're gonna put one of these stars right here. Hi Lisa, how are you? Thank you for watching. I'm gonna put one right over here, and we're gonna add another one off to the side. So here we have our small little tea light bag, and like I said, once we open it, you can put a small tea light in the inside, And this you can put around your house just for decoration, or even during these summer nights that you go out to your backyard, your balcony. You can put a little tea light in there as you are sipping on your glass of wine, or if you don't drink, maybe your soda or your tea. But it does add a little cute decor, either in your backyard or in your home. So that is the first project on the kit. Now the next one I'm gonna use is the one with the Ferris wheel. Since that was one of my favorites, I do love that one. So the one with the Ferris wheel comes with the night sky that is blending into the sunset. So that one, we're gonna go ahead and use our die cut from here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some dimensionals to the back of our Ferris wheel. And we wanna make sure that we are securing all edges so that nothing lifts up. We're gonna put them all around the edge of the Ferris wheel, including the bottom. And then we go ahead and we take the backing off of our dimensionals. I hope you are all having a great summer, keeping safe during this pandemic. Things are kind of crazy here in Miami, and we're still waiting to hear about our schools reopening. So we're all at the edge of our seats. So we're gonna take it and we're gonna go ahead and flush it with the edge of the bottom of our postcard, just like that. And then we're gonna take one of our labels that are just beautifully double embossed, and we're gonna add one of our sentiments to it. And we're gonna go ahead and add the sentiment that says, "Oh, the summer nights are all alight with everything magic and bright." I love, love that sentiment right here. So I'm gonna mount it on my block, and I'm going to go ahead and ink up my stamp. And I'm going to try my hardest to center this as best as possible. I'm gonna press down, and then I can just click it off. So for this one, our sentiment is gonna go towards the back of our Ferris wheel. So we're not gonna add any dimensions at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my snail adhesive. If you don't have a snail adhesive, remember that your kit does come with these glue dots. So you would use those to go ahead and put the adhesive on your sentiment. So we're gonna go ahead and put our sentiment towards the back of our Ferris wheel, and we're just going to press down and make sure that it's mounted great. And we're also going to use the stars again to add some embellishments to our card. I love these stars. They are so, so pretty. I'm gonna put one right here on the corner, one off to the side, and I'm going to put one half on the sentiment and half on that sky. So here is our first card. And again, this is not your regular card. This is a postcard style, but you can go ahead and still mail it in the envelopes that the kits come with. So, and they fit perfectly inside. So that's one of our cards. I'm gonna go ahead and do the one that comes with the mason jars. And I'm just gonna move some things here. Let's see, and that one is on this sky that has a little bit of greenery on it, but it's absolutely beautiful. So for this one, we are going to use the vellum jars, and these jars are just absolutely beautiful. It's just the die cut, and it does have a gold trim actually defining the actual mason jar. So this is beautiful. And vellum, I just love the look that vellum gives to any card. It's just absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean my stamps that I just used. And I'm gonna clean the smaller one too. And the stamp that I'm going to use at the moment is going to be the little firefly. So I'm going to take him out, and he's stuck to my nails. And I'm going to go ahead and mount him on my clear block. And I'm just going to go ahead and put these back where they go, just so that we don't lose any of the pieces to the stamp set. We're going to put that aside. Now on our instruction packet, if you look very carefully, it does show some fireflies in the background as well as some fireworks. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp the two fireflies that are towards the bottom. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of position my jar where I am going to put it. And I'm going to put one right here, and see how you can see it behind the mason jar. And then I'm going to put one right over here going that way. Now I'm actually going to use again my fireworks. So I'm going to go ahead and mount that one back up onto my clear block. And if you look very carefully, they did put the fireworks almost in a triangular shape. So thank you, Lisa. I do videos twice a week, so please, you're more than welcome to stop in and watch. If there's something that you are inspired by or you like, just please let me know. So this one's gonna go off to the side a bit, and it's gonna be okay if our mason jar goes ahead and covers a little bit. This one's gonna go a little bit off to the top, and then our other one is gonna go off to the side as well. So in order to put the mason jar, we're not gonna use any adhesive around this side over here because you will be able to see it. So when I go ahead and position my jar, I am gonna put a sentiment on this side, so I know that I can put some adhesive right over here. So we're gonna go ahead and put some adhesive just on this side. And the mason jar will stick, so you're not gonna have a problem. And we're going to go ahead and position it so that it's nice and centered. And you see how you can see the adhesive through the vellum? But we're not gonna have to worry about that because our sentiment is gonna go right up on the top. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use some of the fireflies to decorate our card. So we're going to use one of them that is in one of our new ink colors called Misty Moonlight, and this other one that is Pool Party. So on these fireflies, we can go ahead and put some dimensionals on them so that they are raised up a bit. So we're just gonna put those on. And let's see, they have one right on top of the firework. They actually have all three of them on top of the fireworks, which I think is super cute. It gives it just like a little burst on the background of the firefly. And then this one's gonna go right here. So now we're gonna get one of the labels for our sentiments. And we're gonna go ahead and stamp that with the sentiment that says, "It's a party." So we're gonna take that off. We're gonna lay him right here. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my stamps once again, because I do need to switch out the firefly and mount "It's a Party." And look at that, I even have the backing of dimensionals sticking to everything. So we're gonna go ahead and ink up our stamp. And we're gonna try to center it as best as we can. Press down and pop it out. And I'm gonna go ahead and use dimensionals on this sentiment as well. I kind of like it when things pop up on my cards. So just going to make sure with our edges, one at the top and one on the bottom, we can go ahead and remove the backing of our dimensionals. And remember how I told you for the adhesive? Our sentiment goes right on top, and you don't even see it on the back of the mason jar anymore. So this is our second postcard. Now if we wanted to, because it says it's a party, on the back you can very well use the stamp sets that say when, where, and the RSVP. So, and you can even put the "You're Invited" up on the back. And you can actually do that whichever way you'd like. So if you want to do it vertical or if you want to do it horizontal, it's really just your choice on how you want to send this invite to any of your guests. So that's our second postcard and our third project from this box. And now we're going to do our last one. And this is the one where we're going to use our twine ribbon. Hi babe, how are you? Thank you for watching. And we're gonna go ahead and use one of each of the mason jars from our die cuts. So we're gonna go ahead and just pop them out. And little piece in the handle also pops out as well. So we have one in Pool Party, one in Misty Moonlight, we have one different shapes. So you have your slimmer ones and your more rounded ones, and one in our Calypso Coral. So for this one, there are a few steps that we're gonna do. So the first thing that we're gonna do is stamp our fireworks on the background of our card. So we're gonna stamp one off to the side. Gonna stamp one right here. And we're gonna go two that are gonna be on the darker part of the sky. Okay. And we are going to use the same sentiment that we used for the first card. The one that says of the summer nights. So we're gonna put these back on our stamp set. We're gonna mount this one, and we are going to use one of the other labels that is part of our kit, and we're gonna stamp it vertically, and I have my stamp upside down, and we're gonna center it as best as we can, and then just pop it off, and there we go. Now for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back of my sentiment, because like I said before, I like my sentiments to just pop up. There we go. So we take off the backing of our dimensionals. And we're gonna go ahead and mount our sentiment on our card. So we're gonna put it right there. And we are going to be using now the ribbon that comes with the set. And they are a bit raised, and this is where we can also use our glue dots. Now I am going to close my stamp pad because we're not going to be using it anymore. I don't want to dip my fingers in there. So here's where we can use our take your pick tool for these glue dots. And what we want to do is kind of give it like a little knot at the end of our twine, just to give it like that finished look. Now what I'm going to do is, just to help me stabilize the ribbon so that I can get my mason jars on there, I'm going to glue one side with a glue dot. Now the glue dot is a little bit bigger than the ribbon, but if you just kind of like squeeze it together, it'll be a little bit smaller. That way nothing sticks onto your paper. So I'm gonna put it right off here on the edge. So you see, you can't even barely see your glue dot. And I am going to put dimensionals on my different mason jars because I do want them to stand out a bit. So here we go. And I'm gonna look at the colors that we have just because I want to make sure I'm spacing out my slimmer ones with my rounded ones. So I'm going to start off with my mason jar that has the Misty Moonlight. And just to make sure that my mason jars are going to be secure, let me see, I'm going to kind of estimate here my ribbon. Cut it through here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put it through. And remember, you're just estimating. You can go ahead and put it where you feel is perfect. So I'm gonna put that mason jar right there. I'm gonna get one of the round ones now, take off the backing of the dimensional, and again, I do want to give it that look of that these mason jars are just hanging freely. Okay, we're gonna get the one in our Calypso Coral. And that one's gonna be more towards the top, and then we're gonna make our way down. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a small glue dot on the back of that ribbon, just so that it does make kind of like that triangular shape on the ribbon. And then, let's see. Kind of just really want to stick it down. Sometimes you have to stick it just on your finger just to get the little back piece off. And then we can use our take your pick tool just to go ahead and shrink up that glue dot a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and stick it behind that mason jar so that nobody can see the glue dot. We're gonna get this one, and we're gonna go down the other way as well and kind of make that triangle. I'm gonna go ahead and try. Now this is a little difficult. I'm pretty sure there's a different technique to give it that finished look. So we're just gonna tie off to the side, and I'm trying to measure as to where it's gonna leave off. So there we go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the last mason jar, and then we'll go ahead and add a glue dot to that last part of the ribbon. But we're gonna come down just a bit, and we can go ahead and cut off any excess ribbon. And then we're gonna get a glue dot. Now for this glue dot, I am gonna place it right behind my mason jar, and then I'm just going to stick the ribbon back there. So I press it down, And then I'm going to make sure that my ribbon just adheres to that glue dot. So there we go. So this is our third and final postcard. And again, if you flip it over, that is where you can go ahead and write your message. So let's do a recap of the paper pumpkin kit for this month, which is Summer Nights. And I absolutely just love everything about this kit. So we have this card right here with the little lanterns. We have the one with the fireflies, the one with our Ferris wheel in the carnival, and we have the little bag that when you open up, you can go ahead and put your tea light in and add it to your outside decor for the summer, as long as it doesn't rain because it is a paper bag, or even decorate the inside of your house. So again, this is the Paper Pumpkin, the monthly subscription that we offer. If you are interested, let me know. You can visit my online store. Every month you would get a box. Every month it has a different theme. And actually we are accepting now subscriptions for our August box. And the great thing about our August Paper Pumpkin is that we usually have a hard time finding cards that are very masculine. So our August Paper Pumpkin kit is all about World's Greatest. And I love it because it's supposed to be a lot more masculine. So if you're looking to add to your collection of greeting cards, please, please, please let me know. I can guide you through the whole process of the subscription. We do offer different plans. You can do a month to month. We have 3 months or 6 month subscriptions. You can skip or stop and cancel at any time. But this is a really great way to start building your collection of greeting cards. And truly it comes with everything that you need to create these cards. So if you are a first-time subscriber, you will get even a clear block so that you can keep that and mount your stamps every month. I am not a new subscriber. I have been a Paper Pumpkin subscriber for a while now. So I don't use the clear block because I do have my other clear blocks as a demonstrator. So again, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you are all staying safe during this pandemic, and I wish you the best. And I will be back on Thursday, and Thursday it will be at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's gonna be a great one as I am celebrating Christmas in July. If you know me, you know very well that Christmas is my favorite holiday of the entire year. I just love the spirit, the smell of Christmas, being with family, just everything about Christmas I love. So Thursday is going to be dedicated to that. And now is the perfect time to design and create your Christmas cards and get them ready so that you're not scrounging at the last minute. We do have a holiday mini catalog beginning August 4th. You will be able to order from there. If you have not received a catalog and would like one, please drop a comment below and I will reach out to you for your address to get one out to you in the mail. If you are one of my current customers, you don't need to worry. I have already added you to my mailing list and you should be getting your catalog very soon. So again, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful Summer Nights Paper Pumpkin kit, and I will see you all on Thursday. Bye. Thank you.